Hello everyone, welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena, playing the Midweek Magic today. It's Wednesday at the time of this recording, and probably when the video goes up, it's still Wednesday. I don't often do recordings on Wednesday, and so I usually miss these Midweek Magics, but, and also often they suck, but, which is to say they're about constructed, which I don't care about. This is a Phantom free Omniscience draft, which sounds like a highly goofy format. But, so how does it work? This emblem is once per turn? No. Any time you have a spell in your hand, you can cast it for free. And once per turn, you can add some mana if you need it for activating an ability on a card. So, big spells. That's what we want. We want big spells. I assume this is quick draft, right? Yeah, there's no timer. Okay. So, and these are like cube cards, basically, or what? They're not. Well, some of them look kind of bad, like this. This is a 7/7 trample. Can block 2 creatures. It's been a long time since I saw an effect like that. This is a 3/6 that also cycles. That's kind of good. There's just so much absolute junk in this pack for an Omniscience draft. Huh. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm taking the 7/7 trample double blocker, but let's look around. Death Touch is not terrible either. Okay, no, this seems like a standout choice. Gala Greeter's kind of funny, right? Because you could have many creatures enter the battlefield on a turn, but this is still obviously 100 times better. I mean, if the quality of the packs looks like this seems like a pretty good hit for our first card, right? Obviously, it's the best card in this pack, but it seems like it might be the best card in quite a few packs. 4 mana, counter a spell, draw a card. That's pretty cool. If you gained life, you can draw a card. Yeah, that could do something, but I assume these games are going to be very short. That's probably still bad. What is this? 2 mana. Make your opponent discard something. That could be pretty good. Terrible top deck, but you're not going to be top decking many times if the game's over on like turn 2 or 3, right? Which I assume it usually will be. Of one mind. So this is just draw 2 cards. That seems great. This is a 10/10. Reach Trample. That's also great. So there's like 3 great cards in this pack. I think Bone to Ash is probably great. These 2 are definitely great. I think draw 2 cards might be the nuts in this format. It's very good. But like, not all of your cards are going to be 10/10s, so maybe you're supposed to pick a 10/10 to increase your density a little bit? I'm not sure. Also, how many cards do you put in your deck in this format? Do we just take 40 of our 45 cards and no lands, or what's the deal? How many? I don't. Obviously, I'm not putting in lands, but it does make it difficult to. I'm just going to take of one mind. Try to get more 1-turn kills. Or very few turns kills, anyway. Am I Rust? I think those are better than Bone to Ash. The question is, which of these 2 is better? I'm going to say 2 random cards is probably better than a 10/10. Could be wrong. Ooh, Oath is decent. This is bad. This is not good enough. Not good enough. Two mana. Let's see. Ah. So cleave is interesting because this is an alternate cost, not an additional cost. Which means you can't cast it for 6 for free. You would have to actually pay 6 mana, which you won't have. You can't, like, cast it for 2 and then say, oh, cast it for 2 for free, and then activate the mana thing to give yourself 5 more mana and use that to pay the cleave cost. You have to play it for 0 mana or for 6 mana. So I don't think this is actually all that good. If you could cleave for free, that would be pretty cool. Just kill a creature. Seems great at instant speed. But it isn't that. Not terrible, I guess, if you have like 10/10 tramples. Probably not good. Fear of Death. If this had Flash, it would maybe be alright, but I think graveyards are going to be pretty small. A tap land that draws a card. Seems very bad. Oh. This is repeatable card draw, actually. Well, no, it's filtering. You can draw and discard, digging for your best card. I think you just take the Oath. Scry 3 seems pretty good. And you get a bunch of 2/2s. I'm starting to worry about Of1 Mind, and I think it might have been better to just take the 10/10 while it was there. Terrible. What is this? 2 mana. Sack a non-land permanent. An opponent sacks something of the same type, and you draw a card. This doesn't seem good. Blade Banish. Exile. Okay, that seems solid. A lot of stuff is going to have power 4 or greater. Five, 4 Death Touch is whatever. Duress. Pretty good on turn 1. Or Essence Scatter. I think I like this Blade Banish quite a lot. Exile a big creature. Presumably people will have big creatures. Oh, speaking of, I remember this card. 6 mana 4/4, and like you can put it back into your library if they kill it. Kind of interesting, but probably not all that great when your deck is going to be filled with bangers. 5 mana 3/3 flyer, pumps flyers. Planar Incision to flicker something. Just a counterspell with no... Yeah, an unconditional counterspell. That's the word I'm thinking of. That's probably pretty good. Cathartic Reunion is probably pretty good. Well, no, it's not. It's a terrible top deck and not very good on turn 1 either. It looks like card selection, but your hand's always going to be empty, so actually it's just a brick. Gift of Growth. You can pay the kicker cost, but it would cost you mana. So you can cast this for free, and then activate your ability to gain 2 extra mana to pay the kicker if you wanted. And I think we just take the Thought Collapse. Counter anything. Seems great. Obviously, it doesn't matter what color anything is. We're casting it all for free. This is insane? What is this still doing here? The bots don't know how to draft, I guess? Okay, it's an 8 mana 8/8 that bounces everything else. Well, I mean, bouncing everything else isn't that great because they can just cast it again for free. But it kills tokens, and it means their creatures get Summoning Sickness again, right? So it buys you a turn of like them not being able to attack. It lets you both repeat ETB effects, I guess. Maybe this isn't that great. I mean, it's an 8/8. It's good. You don't have to pay the kicker if you don't want to. maybe decent, but probably you won't be attacking alone that much. This is a 2-mana 1/1 flyer that draws a card. I mean, not terrible, I guess. Huh. I haven't seen a lot of spectacle costs that are higher. This one has an effect that, like, if you spectacle, you get a bonus. But okay, fine. Well, I might just go for a Death Touch creature on the defensive. I mean, I don't love any of this. But this can trade with a very large creature. This is terrible. That's very good, I think. I mean, this is just too much of a, like, it needs too much to go right, I think. No. Getting stuff flying would be cute. But yeah, just give me a 3/3 that, like, can get me back my best instant or sorcery. If I need a Blade Banish, I can play this and exploit itself, worst case, right? Okay, there's that 3/6 wheeling. It's weird. It was the second best card in the back, wasn't it? Indestructible is not terrible. But I think I'll just take this. It's a big creature and it has cycling if what I need is not a big creature. Oh. Extract the Truth, kind of a, you know, duress-like effect. Or a Thoughtseize-like effect. Oh, the 10/10 is still here. What the hell? The bots do not know that this is an Omniscience draft. Okay, got it. I don't know what they're choosing, like how they're deciding what to do, but it's not based on this event. You can, no. First Strike and Haste might be the thing. Like, this thing's fine. But yeah, just First Strike for a combat trick or Haste for lethal kind of thing. Seems good. We even got the Duress. Nice. Tapping a creature isn't terrible. This is probably no good. But this is probably just too slow. I'll take the Duress. Terrible top deck, but like I said, you aren't going to top deck many times in this game, I think. This is a 1-mana 2/2 lifelink. Or a 0-mana 2/2 lifelink, but no, this is nice to have like a flicker effect to dodge removal or whatever. How many artifacts and enchantments do I have? 1 artifact. So opponents probably won't have very much either. So I guess I'll take this piece of junk. I mean, I don't know. It's a 4/4. This was one of my top picks from the pack the first time around. What are you? Prized Amalgam. 3/3. I don't have a lot of graveyard stuff, but I guess maybe I could. Colossus Hammer. I can't ever equip it, so unless I get some trick to equip stuff for free, that's not very good. This is a 6/6. Oh, this was, I remember this. It was Zendikar Rising, right? 2/2 with Revolt to make a 1/1. Nahiri's Binding is okay, a kind of pacifism effect. This is great, I think. Oh, this is just another printing of Duress? Okay. I mean, Duress is, you know, they're not going to have... A lot of their good spells will be creatures, but sometimes you'll hit. You could activate this once a turn. Doesn't Oh, no, you can't. It costs 7. Jeez. It's a 2/1. 5 damage to a creature. That could do something. Let's see. You won't have the mana to activate the effect, so this is just a blank. I think it's either Nahiri's Binding or this Contact Other Plane for 2 cards. I'll take the Contact Other Plane. Sorcerer class. Draw 2, discard 2. Creatures can tap to do something. Okay, this doesn't seem very good. 5 mana is like to storm your opponent to the face. Fledgling was good when your deck included lands. When you... it's kind of slow. Dungeon map. Well, I mean, you could. It's also pretty slow. Here's a kind of board pump. Destroy a big creature? Yeah, that's a thing. 3 mana. Okay, this is just better duress. A 3/2 that draws a card seems quite good. I mean, this isn't terrible. You get 2 1/1s and you scry 2, but actually that does sound terrible now that you put it like that. Yeah, let's just get a 3/2 that draws a card. One mana, and then you can activate it basically for free. To look at the top 4 and take your favorite card. I mean, not an instant or sorcery, but most. So that's probably pretty good. It's sort of like Impulse in this format. Tezzeret's Touch. 3 mana. Enchant Artifact. Get out of my face. A land. No. 3 mana. Bounce and make a treasure. No. 4 mana. I doubt I'm going to have that many wizards. I probably want this 6/6, but let's just look. Okay. Well, actually, there is this kill anything. That's pretty good. Yeah, I think we want that, actually, over the 6/6. I mean, this could be good, but also it could be terrible. Not just based on the die roll, but based on the board state as well. Creatures without flying can't block this turn. They print some weird shit. No? I mean, a Source of Investigate is cool, but we're not casting a lot of cheap creatures. 2 mana. No. 5 mana for a 6/2. That can be put back into your hand or on top of your library, depending on the roll. Returning to the battlefield is actually worse than returning to your hand. Okay. Because it comes in tapped. More destroy big creatures. Can't activate this unless you have more mana, which why would you? I'm not misunderstanding Omniscience draft, right? It says you can cast stuff for free from your hand. This is a draw 2, right? Cast it for free, pay a blue and sack it to draw a card, and when it goes to the graveyard, you also draw a card. Okay. This is draw 2 cards that costs... Yeah, we don't want that. Exploring's not very good. I mean, this is basically just a 3/3 haste. With Surveil 1. Gain control, untap, it gains haste. That could be something, I guess. So... what was this? I forgot this already. Just a... no. Terrible. So I think I want this draw too. There's nothing here that's incredible. And this is fine. It's a 2/2 flyer. Some weird combat trick. Bounce things. Symmetrical bounce. This is a 2/4 that investigates. That's not bad. This is a draw 2 that loses you some life. But it also gets you some energy, which I don't have any energy synergy yet, but maybe I'll get some. I don't think I really want anything else here. I mean, that's... this creature was okay. Right, it's a 2/4 that sort of draws a card. It does, like, tax your mana a little bit, which is not nothing. But I think I'd rather have 2 cards from my deck than have a 2/4 and a random card from my deck minus some mana. So I'll take this. Flash, Cone of Cold, tap something. Yeah, I remember that. I'll take this again, maybe? Two 1 haster, 0/4. A punch spell. Pretty good when you're on the draw, I think. And this isn't terrible either. Lets you survive the first couple turns, maybe deal with their thing. But again, I'm just going to take the draw 2. Those are really good in Omniscience, obviously. ETB, attach it. Yeah, no thanks. Kind of funny. Make all your stuff bigger, but not actually good. Target opponent loses 3 and you gain 3 with Madness. No. Feign death. When it dies, bring it back. It's not terrible. It's a 3/2. A Death Toucher. I guess I'll take the Death Touch. You have Hexproof. That isn't nothing. Bounce something and draw a card. Ooh, give your stuff Double Strike. Could that be worth spending a card on? Maybe. It makes their board a lot less relevant and threatens lethal much faster. It's only on your combat, right? Yeah. Pretty rude on turn 1. Pretty terrible otherwise, but a lot of stuff is like that. Okay, this is a 5/3 trample that gives everything else trample. I love that a lot. This is kill anything if you can muster up some more mana. So they're putting cards like this in, I guess, to try to give you a reason to look for mana? I don't know, like... I haven't seen any cards so far. I've been like, wow, this gives me mana. That would let me, you know, do whatever. Every creature, if it... yeah, we don't have much of that. We still don't have Colossus Hammer. A 2/2 that sometimes comes with a 1/1. Yeah, I don't think I want another Duress that badly, do I? I mean, I kind of do. This is just sort of nothing. Never Happened is just better Duress, so if I'm running Duress, I should be willing to run this. Destroy a Flyer is Very situational. This vessel was okay. Yeah, I guess it's the vessel. Creature spell with mana value. Yeah, no. Okay, Act of Treason, I guess, for lethal. I got this back anyway. Another Act of Treason, I guess. I mean, it's maybe a 4/3 menace. What is this? It's a 2/4 that likes other merfolk. I don't imagine I'm going to have very many of those. Yeah, L and then R, so none. Usher of the Fallen, maybe okay. Choking Miasma. It wasn't even good in DMU. I don't think it's good here. This is great. A 5/4 that's a reliable source of draw. This is kind of funny, but probably not all that good. I don't have all that many instants and sorceries, and I don't think I would want to cast that many of them twice. Ascend. So it's a mana rock that once you have 10 permanents, you can turn into a card? That seems terrible. This is a 4/5 reach, but this is obviously the best card here. I just have to read them all to be sure, because I don't know all these cards. Bad. Great. We don't really have a way to make a million food, right? I don't think. Not very good. This could be a 3/3 flyer. That's not terrible. Because we can pay the kicker. That's bad. That's bad. That we have 2 of already. 2/2 prowess with first strike is exciting, perhaps. Put 3. Okay, this is just kill a flyer, but it does have cycling. No, I think we want to draw 3, discard 1. It's just a better draw 2. Sir Conrad, huh? Could be something. You can only activate him once a turn. But he's still a 5/4 that can do damage. I'm looking at Defenestrate, though. This is literally just first strike and trample, because you can't choose X. Oh, I guess you could. You could make the 5 mana and choose to cast it without the Omniscience, and then set X is 4. So this could do something. This is very bad. Isn't it? It's a 7/6. And if you use it to sack itself, you draw a card to replace it. Your opponent, if they have a card left, has to discard it, but they won't. And you gain 2 life. So, I don't know. If you could make a lot of tokens, maybe this could be worth something, but I doubt it. There's a reason it only costs 4 mana. Two, 4. That could be a 3/5 and scry. Defenestrate is pretty good. I figure most stuff is not going to have flying. This is a 4/5 menace with a powerful ETB effect. I think I like that the most. I don't have a lot of land or double-faced cards. I mean, Conrad and Defenestrate and this Menace Cyclops are both reasonable. I guess I'll take Conrad. Well, removal's pretty good, and I don't have that much of it. Whereas I assume I have plenty of threats. 18 non-creatures? Maybe I need more threats. Okay, I'll take Conrad. An 8/8 trample hexproof is like GG. I mean, they can have board clears, of course, but I can't imagine there's going to be anything better than that here. Oh, you would need snow mana to make this indestructible, so we could have been drafting stuff like Volatile Fjord, I guess. Beat Stick isn't terrible. This flashback cost, you would need to muster up some mana from somewhere else. This is not terrible, but we haven't seen any learn cards yet. So it would just be like, make a 4/4. And I'd rather make an 8/8 trample hexproof. We don't really have Balmor stuff going on, I don't think. This is just as good as your, you know, it's as good as the best card in the top 3 of your deck, basically. Which seems pretty good. +4/+4. I mean, that's something, I guess, but you'd have to use your mana to foretell it, and then use your mana again to cast it, which is maybe not the end of the world, but it'd be better to just like you would. I guess why would you ever foretell this? You could always just cast it for free at instant speed, of course. Okay, so the foretell is just some weird prank. Yeah, I guess it's strategic planning. Like Balmor, I mean, Balmor might be the shit. That's the thing, right? He could be very good. If you get a few creatures out there and like you can't quite get through, you cast like a couple instances, like you cast some draw spells, and suddenly all your shit is huge and it has trample, right? Like, on average, in this deck, would I rather draw... Like, is Balmor better than 3 average cards from my deck? Because that's what this is like, the best out of 3 cards in your deck. He would have to be quite strong to be better than that. And I think the answer is no. That's a 3/3 flyer, that's okay. Ooh... Return a creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. If they kill something, you just get it back? That's... The problem is, again, I expect the games will be pretty short. Counter anything. Sure. I like it. This is kind of similar to the card I just took, except you get to cast it twice. But it only targets creatures. I mean, we have some good creatures, but they're not the only good cards in our hand. I think you really want to prioritize counterspells because it's the only thing you can do on turn 1 to deal with, like, if you're on the draw, right? To deal with some crazy thing they're playing. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. This is a 4/4 that makes your creatures pretty cool. I guess I like it. This, if we could Coven, would be a card that like does something, but 2 damage to another creature you control. I mean, this is a 4/2 that draws a card usually for free, I guess. Because our creature, we have plenty of creatures that can sustain 2 damage. But this is a 4/4 that makes your other creatures able to attack in more freely. I don't know. I think card draw is pretty good. Embalm makes a 4/4? No, it just makes a zombie that's a copy. Okay. And we can't really pay that cost. This is just a 4/4 vigilant, 3/3 flyer. Pigment Storm, 5 damage to kill to a creature. Short sword? Probably not that good if you have to like actually spend your mana for. I know it's just 1 out of 5, but like it's awkward because you can only activate that ability once per turn. So if you want to do this pre-combat, the only other time you can use mana during your turn is pre-combat, for example. I don't know how I'm at 37 cards, so assuming I have to run 40, I'm not going to be making many cuts. Let's take a Pigment Storm. There will be plenty of stuff with 5 or less toughness that I want to kill, is my prediction. Shackles of Treachery. Yeah, no. Well, it might be time to take that Teach by Example. We do have some good instants and sorceries. It would be nice to cast them twice, I guess. Another Duress. Cycling. And also it kills flyers, I guess. There's that 7/6 again. I'll take the 3/7 that like can ping opponent in the face. Or what is the deal with this? Okay, it draws a card and then it like gives you some of the mana back. But it requires like spending mana, which is awkward. I don't have many zombies, right? Yeah. The beat stick, I guess? Menace is pretty cool. And this is reusable. I mean, I don't really want to play it. I guess indestructible to save a creature. We did get tapping at the window back, which I think is pretty good. Oh, I got this 4/4 as well. So can I just check? It really is like you can always cast spells from your hand for free, right? It didn't auto land at all for me, which suggests that it knows that. I don't know how good Fervent Strike really is. Non-creature cards. I mean, I do like peeking at their hand, but the creatures are going to be pretty important in this format, I think. I mean, on the other hand, look at my deck. 19 creatures, 23 non-creatures. Duress should hit pretty well, actually. If you can take out their draw 2, for example, before they get a chance to take a turn. Very coin flippy who gets to go first. Okay, this is just like random Death Touch Dork. Probably not very good. Is it really Nascency? I would have thought Nascence. And it is 40 cards. Okay. Didn't I get 2 of these? I guess not. Wonder what I took instead. This, I mean, a 4/3 Menace. I don't think there's going to be that many card types in my graveyard most of the time. We'll see. This guy's kind of a clunker. And then, like, we're good to go. Although, Portent of Betrayal, huh? I don't know about that. I guess, like, games are... Every turn, you're threatening lethal, right? Let's just give it a shot. It's a goofy format. We don't have to, like, agonize over the deck building. I just wanted to read... I had to draft slowly because I had to read all the cards. But now that we're here... Like, you just play all the cards you drafted, right? I go first. GG, idiot. Okay. What is this? Of one mind, draws 2, counter... I mean, I guess this is okay. I have a lot of interaction. Not a lot of, like, creatures. Might as well draw 2 first. So this is, yeah, you can cast them from your hand without paying your costs. Once a turn, you can gain some mana. I somehow forgot this cost sacrificing an artifact or creature? Maybe I want to cut that. I don't know. But it's actually sort of fine, right? Because we can use this... hang on. Yeah, let's use this to exploit itself. Getting a card draw off of this. You actually draw 7 cards. I thought it would be like 4. I thought 3 or 4. I thought that was how Omniscience draft usually worked. Yeah, go ahead and draw a card if you want. Looking for a counterspell or something? Dark Bargain. Look at 3. Okay, that's pretty cool. Growth Spiral. Fine. Lot of instants. I will exploit myself. ETB Investigate. That's cool. Sack the clue to draw 2. Seems good. Boo. Oh, I should have done this first. Gimme. Okay. That's Omniscience. Go first. Don't... Just go first. Wow. Very high skill gameplay. But, you know, free progress on your dailies, I guess. I don't have to bother checking what they are because I assume I'm playing pretty much every color. Although blue is best, probably. Opponent goes first. That is sort of a problem. I do look like I'm losing. Literally all I can do is cycle something. And protect a creature, which I wouldn't want to do. I think we have to mulligan this. Still can't really do anything, huh? One more try? I have a couple counterspells. I don't know. Maybe I just have to stick around with this. This has some card draw, I guess. Hope I can somehow live. Put back this junk. Okay, let's see how my opponent kills me. What do I have? Oh, I have a cycling. Yeah. That's fine. Fine. What is all this junk? Yeah? Did they not know spells would be free this game? Okay, that's a good one. But this is all, like, sorcery speed stuff. Yeah? Probably should have done that sooner. Boy, I kind of wish I'd kept my first hand. They can't activate this. No mana left. What is this? You may sack a creature. Each player discards. I mean, this is nothing? I don't understand why that's even in their deck. Okay, they must have some sacrifice theme. I guess it's to go with, like... Oh, why are you doing that sorcery speed? I don't know. I don't know why they're doing... So the sorcery... Sorry, the sacrifice stuff could be for, like... What am I... What is my... Hello? Help my brain? I could cycle this. A 3/6 Vigilance doesn't seem very relevant right now. There's not a lot of board clears, though. Anyway, for they could, like, active treason your stuff, and then... It's only cycling one. Okay, this is kind of cool. Active treason your stuff, and then sack it. They seem to have some sort of sacrifice deck. I mean, none of this stuff does anything, right? This does, but the point, none of it is like going to interact with my creatures. So let's go for this first. This is a good creature. I mean, I feel like I'm miles ahead here. Draw a card. And investigate. When they cast a spell. Okay. So I probably want to exile this. Or just destroy it, rather. So it's going to cost me some mana, and so is the kicker for this. That's the only thing I really need to kick, so... Oh, flashback actually does cost mana. I forgot about that. Okay, that's fine. I'll do that later. So eyes this... Yes. Activate this and pay... I don't know. Not blue? White and... Hello? Can I... Yeah, resolve. Pay white and red. Now cast this with kicker. Okay. I don't know. Their whole, like, what is this? Just hope your opponent doesn't do anything and you, like, dump 6 creatures and then pump them all and kill them? I'm the superior deck builder. Which, you know, wasn't hard. Just take all the expensive cards instead of all the cheap ones. I don't know what was going on with that last deck. Ziocelli. Oh, it's not a 1. It's not an I, it's a 1 from 1993. Instant draw 3, discard 2. I mean, no counter spells again, but I guess I do have, like, take one of their things away, give it trample. That's kind of funny. I guess I'll keep. I don't know. That's a 3/2. Go for it. I will not dig for a counter spell yet. Seance? Each upkeep? What the hell? Okay. Seems terrible. Chaos Channeler. 4 mana. When it attacks, you might draw some cards. Okay, that's... But they're not free because they're exiled. You don't have Omniscience for them. So this seems bad as well. That's it? Wow, that's spooky. Okay, my turn. What do I even want? I mean... this? Hang on. Seance is your graveyard. Okay. I want Of One Mind, please. Actually, do I want a 4/2 and a card or 2 cards? I guess I want 2 cards. There is a creature card in my graveyard, so I can actually activate this. I think I want to save this for like when there's an actual problem. Oh, I should look at their hand. What am I doing? You. Gonna counter this or something? Nope. Okay. Act of treason, removal. Okay. Let's get rid of that removal, I guess. Or the act of treason. It's kind of scary for my giant creatures I'm thinking of playing. Do I have a way to sack creatures? Not yet. Okay, let's see what's in here. I probably don't want to give them the 10/10 Trampler if I had to guess. I don't really want my own Portent of Betrayal, probably. Let's just play some okay stuff. Oh, Pigment Storm, they can exile... Maybe each upkeep. So they could get a card back, I guess. Okay, I guess because I have this, I'm going to go ahead and kill something. It pays off their Seance, but that's life. And... this... okay. I don't know, what, like... who is it that is playing these decks? Where they just don't do anything and then concede? Like, what happened in the drafting process in those games? In like, right? I want to see someone, like, actually do some Omniscience shit and combo off on me. Or just, like, dump value, which is what I'm trying to do. A counterspell in a... and I won the die roll? Oh, this is gross as hell. I accept. This goes to your hand, right? Yeah. Honestly, I don't even know if I need strategic planning right now. I might just like dump out a few creatures and see what their plan is. Like this merits a slower game, and strategic planning I might want to play reactively. Yeah, I don't want that to happen. But maybe I should have done this to look for a second counterspell? Yeah, this is the problem. Oh, it auto-paid for that, huh? Okay, this is pretty bad. But I guess I have some very good creatures. Oh, since when does it show... Huh. Okay. Wait, what? Didn't say please still resolved? What was the thing they cast in response? I thought it was another counter. Oh, they countered the creature. Okay, they didn't counter my counter, they just countered the creature again. Got it. Let's make sure I can actually pay the costs myself here. Red and black. Yeah, go ahead and resolve that. Maybe I should have dug up my counterspell first, but I don't think they have any more counters. They have the crab! Okay. And I can't pay 3. Amazing. Okay. Well... So they've spent the crab to counter a duress. They must have something better they want to keep. I guess let's go strategic planning. I like this one. This has some back and forth. This is a better game. Ooh. Counterspell and... I mean, I guess the and doesn't matter. Or teach by example. I don't really have anything left to teach by example, so I guess I'll take the counterspell. And go get another one. Which one do I want back? I think I want this effect back, so I killed this. I mean, I'm not actually going to take it back right now. I'm going to leave this whale for later, I think. Just run out of 7/7 and have 2 counter spells. I mean, why, though? I mean, another 8/8 doesn't kill them any faster. I guess this makes sense. That's a 3/2 that searches for a land. Okay, sure. Do you have any? No. Sure. Fine. I mean, this opponent put counterspells in their deck. That they sort of know what they're doing. Trade Prophetic Prism for a 7/7. No. I do not wish this. Oh, these are the same card. Counterhug a spell, mills 3. Interesting. They're just a reprinting with a different name. Timoret. Sure, you can have Timoret. That is pretty good, I guess. They get some life gain. And graveyard hate. But I don't care about my graveyard right now. Sack an artifact or creature. At instant speed. Well, let's swing both. I don't mind losing the 3/3. And the threat of it makes it harder for them to triple block. Sure? I guess I just run out the 8/8 at this point. Wait, what? I don't wish to kick it. The left side should have been highlighted, but it wasn't. Okay. This exchange is a cute effect they have. It's like a mind control when you have stuff like Prophetic Prism. Sure. They get to do this twice a turn, like, pretty cool. But my board presence is way too big. I think they should have tried to triple block the 7/7. But, I don't know, maybe it was wrong, based on what's in their hand. Click orange buttons. That's what I do. Where's my orange button? Oh, by the way, what is this? The City's Blessing? No, a dungeon. I wish to declare attacks. Thank you. All of them. Yeah, that looks like the obvious block. And this combos with Timurat nicely too, right? To get the black mana twice a turn. Wow, I can cast this for an alternate cost instead. I'll cast it for 0. But I could have paid 3 for it with this. Wouldn't that be something? Yeah. This one is like, it's a game, right? Both players are taking actions that impact the game. My opponent has built a deck with some synergy. Approach of the Second Sun. Fine. I can counter the one later. And in the meantime, I mean, I could counter this one, but then what if they get it back somehow? Seems dangerous. I think this 5/2 is a good attacker. I'm not going to sack it to draw. $15, $20, $22? Seems pretty good, I guess. It doesn't kill them, but I don't think I'm getting a better one of these. Yeah, you should activate it, obviously. But then I can sack it as well. Oh yeah, that's nice. From graveyards. Why are they targeting... Targeting theirs makes sense for a creature. But they could have targeted like one from theirs and one from mine. If there was only one creature in theirs. Yeah, that's good. Right? I have the blue mana to do this, so it's a good card. Attack first. Actually, maybe I could have... No, it's only toughness that gets improved. Okay, so make the mana. Activate this. On opponent's graveyard, any creatures in here? No. My graveyard? No. So their graveyard, I don't know. Shimmer of Possibility and... this thing? Maybe I shouldn't even be doing this, but... A black and a red. Resolve. Give me that Timuret, please. Okay, it's sort of nothing, but... Now spending the blue for 2 cards. Flying Death Touch. Let's just put this into my hand. I don't know. Sir Conrad? Order was all wrong, apparently. No, I couldn't have drawn while still having Timuret on board. Or before spending the mana on Timuret. And it seemed like a good idea to spend it, but I don't know. Done. Well, run this out. What's the harm? I guess technically you can aim at your own creatures with this. That's interesting. To give them haste and scry. Wait, I thought I sacked the Timuret. What did I sack? Did I accidentally aim at a different card? I aimed at this just because it was black. That's embarrassing. No. How many? 1. I meant to kill their Timuret. High level gameplay. Okay, I mean, that one lasted till like turn 4. Very exciting stuff. An opponent had a game plan. I want more of those, please. Yeah. I mean, I'd rather have a counterspell, but other than that, looking good. Reveal creatures and put them in hand? What the hell? Okay, I guess I'll allow it. They get so many creatures. Okay, just 2 apparently. That's fine. Excuse me. That's fine. I'm saving this until I like know what I'm looking for. That's a little bit annoying. But not the end of the world. That's fine. Fine. All right. I guess I'll just let them do whatever they want. Let's get the free draw. I mean, it's all free, of course, but... Make a 3/7 that I can shoot for more draw. I know I have scry and like draw and stuff. I'm gonna do those eventually, but okay, good. A way to kill something. Not sure what I need to kill. Maybe this? Probably not. This gets indestructible, so it might be tough to kill, but also it's just a 3/1, so who cares? Might be the flyer. But we don't have to do that just yet. Let's scry, I guess. Yes, yes, yes. Oh well. More creatures. Nope, no creatures. I didn't want those anyway. Probably gonna discard the 1/2 Death Touch Flyer if I had to guess. Ooh, Teach by Example. Is that anything? Teach by Example the Eyes of the Beholder, I guess? Sure. Where is that thing? Here it is. The 4/4 and the flyer? Sure. Oh, it gains hexproof. I could let them keep that. I think that's fine. My counterspell is worth more than this 2/2. I could smash them in the face with it. That would be kind of funny. Let's investigate, I guess. Oh, anything to pick back up, by the way? Lots of stuff, I'm sure. Contact Other Plane might make sense. Imperial Oath might make sense. Let's pay black and white. I could have, like, flashbacked this, but I didn't want to. Next. Wait, why did I say next? I didn't realize I was spending my mana there. I just thought it was, like, Resolve or something. Let's get this thing out there to draw another card. I think taking back Imperial Oath might... No, I mean Contact Other Plane, right? Never gonna high roll on this. Fine. Make them reveal their hand. Yeah, that seems good. I mean, their hand is almost empty, but in a minute it's gonna be more empty, I'm sure. Pump a creature. Okay, so flying is like their game plan, huh? What do I have that deals with a flyer exactly? Not much at the moment. It's just... I guess this does the most damage. I don't know what else to do here. I think I might be done. I can kill this next turn. Not on their turn, but my next turn. Yeah. Alright, that should do. If I still had the mana up, I could have activated this, but I can always do it now, I guess? It would have been better last turn, though. 2/1 pro-black Graveyard Hate. That's a little bit annoying. 'Cause I can't save this, but, you know, what can you do? It doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. We're miles ahead. Yeah, of course, transform it. Which, by the way, costs so much mana they couldn't do this anymore. Please sacrifice something. Okay. Let's just crack this open right now. Chose to use my white mana. I guess that's fine. Got me. Oh, jeez, these are huge. Okay, first off, let's kill this. I don't know, maybe I should have taken it and swung at him. Ooh, thank you. I mean, I guess I never kill this damn thing, but I was tempting them in a way. Nah. Okay, got him. Get a bunch of flying damage and just swing with everything. Who needs 7 7s and 10 10s, right? Didn't play that game perfectly. But it just seems like opponent again was thinking so small. Like I don't understand. Like how you end up with this stuff in your deck. Were their bots just taking bigger cards than mine were? Am I that much better? Is there some fundamental misunderstanding I have where actually their deck is good? This is fine. I have instant speed draw and instant speed kill and like more disruption. One threat is not a great number, but I'll find some. Draw 2. Well, you know what? I'll draw 2. Hey! This is a good one, sort of. It's good on my turn, because it literally is just a free card. On their turn, it means that I'm not drawing counterspell or whatever. But yeah, I think I'll take both of these. Alright, here we go. Someone who built a deck. They have an enchantment? That would be something. They know that drawing 2 is really, really good. No enchantments to discard. Instead, they discarded Ryle for trample and a cycling card. Sure. And then they cast a 1-mana thing to draw more stuff. Sure. Draw 3 is good. Draw 1 is good. I can finally kill something. Obviously, I won't. What is this? A 9/9. Number of cards in your hand. Okay, fine. Oh, and it's just a weird version of Daybound. Right, got it. I might need to kill this, actually, before they can get more... No, they're going to empty out their own hand. Sure. Ooh, they kicked it. Alright, spending mana. You got it. Okay, I mean, these are just some, like, piddly little creatures. Sure. But it is a lot of stuff because they put in so much draw. And these are, like, real creatures. Tap creature, draw a card. Fine. I'm I'm a little worried about killing this on their turn. But I guess right now they don't have access to this mana, which could be relevant if they want to like kick a card draw spell. I think I have to kill this. It threatens to be too big. I was looking, do I have this card in my hand? Because if so, it would be better to wait, maybe. Alright, let's duress them. Find out what we're up against, or get countered. Yeah, maybe I should have drawn first, I guess. You actually gonna counter this? That can't be right. Funny. Okay, they've used their mana up. There's nothing else I need to do in main, right? In main 1, I mean? Yeah, I don't think so. So let's pass and do the rest in second main while they have no mana. Cast this again. Ooh, should have held up different mana. Blue and black. I don't know. Well, this turns out to be a good, maybe. Doesn't matter. But depending on what I'd drawn, it might have. Any creatures die this turn? No, right. That was why I was gonna go fetch up contact other plane, I guess. I could get the -11 back, but I think my creatures are fine. I'm not too worried about theirs. I don't have a sack in hand, right? Yeah. Looking great. All the cards in this deck are good. I don't know why I would ever bother scrying. Hope they can't counter this. Okay, cool. And this for the draw, and then I think I'm done. Don't have to commit too much in case. I mean, there probably aren't board clears in the format, but just in case. I don't want to overcommit. Can this... Where is it? This can't block a menace creature by itself, right? It can block 2 creatures, but it doesn't count as 2 creatures while blocking. A 9/9. That's fine. I can exile that. It's just a vanilla 9/9. Prowess is a little spooky. This feels more like how the game is supposed to go. Prowess resolves. You wish to exile my 3/7. Very well. I feel a little bit like I shouldn't kill this 9/9 right now. Like, they might have something more threatening, and I can always do this later, right? Like, what's the rush? It might let me get in a cool attack with my everything gets trample. But I can still do that on my turn, right? So I think we just pass. Yeah. Let's see. Let's cast this for the indestructible and +1/+0. Y'all, please. The owner of this puts it on top. Okay, nothing I can do about that. Oh, top or bottom. It is a little slow to be on top, isn't it? Am I drawing this turn? I am. I think that's fine. It can replace itself. Let's Wicked Guardian here. Although I did sort of imagine something would be dying this turn. It seems like it isn't. Because they just can't really block the 9/9. I could give everything trample, but it would basically just be this. I think now it is time to kill off the 9/9 so I can get a decent attack with my 3/3. Well, they just have a block here, don't they? It's annoying. Prowess is fine. Hexproof is not. Oh, it's annoying. Okay, so I don't actually have an attack with this 3/3 unless I just want it to die so I can draw a card. But in that, they don't have to let it die. They can block with this. I think I want it to die. Let's see if they'll let me. Oh, a trade. They're worried about a combat trick. That makes sense. Let's kill the 2/3, I think? Why? Why not kill the 4/2? Yeah, good question. I guess I'll kill the 4/2. Now something's died, so I get this. And I don't want to run out too much more. Again, don't overcommit. But actually, they can get the bookworm back soon. Probably next turn, right? It would be nice to have some big shit. And I don't think there are board clears. So I'm just going to run out all my threats. Except maybe for this one. Because it really isn't a threat, and it might scare them, like knowing I have a card in hand. What is this? Wow! There's a board clear, but it doesn't work. They wait... If you had just waited until this was on the board, it would have died. But instead, you killed nothing. Okay. Sure. Great. I love it. All right, we did it. That was more of a game, right? Like, You had to start thinking about what opponent could do, and they were like countering my stuff. What's good enough to counter? They drew a bunch of cards. I like it. Could we... I mean, how many games of this have I played? Like 4 or 5? But they've all been so boring, except for 1 or maybe 2. I kind of want to play 1 more. I do not want to draft this again, though. Like, just reading all those cards is such a laborious process. I have, as you know, 2 other accounts I could use to just, like, get another shot at the free draft on this and, you know, try out a fresh deck, but it sounds like a huge pain. A bunch of draw. Some instants. Well, this is probably just cycling, but yeah, and then a giant creature. This is an enchantment creature? What the hell set is this? Should have cast it in their upkeep, man. No, you usually want to cast stuff. Oh, I discard 2 cards. Oh, that's a sorcery, huh? Well, I want to discard this. I don't mind discarding the cycling card, but surely it would be better to cycle it. And see if what I get back is better or worse than the other cards in my hand. Better. Okay. Draw 3, discard. I mean, that still seems good too, right? Give me more options about what to discard. Bolt Bend. Change the target of this. You want to discard 2 cards? It doesn't say you may. It says change them. Like, is it even legal? You have to target yourself, or can you say I want it to be the same? No, they have to target themselves. I don't know what happens. I gotta look up the rules on that. Change. How do you even do that? How do you change targets of spell? So normally I would like just search for the. You must change the target to another legal target if possible. Yeah. So this Bolt Bend was. You discard 2 cards. Oh man, a build your own one with nothing, huh? I don't know what they thought was going to happen. Like, they cast this hoping to change the target of who was going to draw 3, discard 1. And then, like, that wasn't a legal target, and they didn't know they could hit cancel, so they just targeted their own thing. And then it was like, okay, choose someone to target. It has to be you. Oh man, alright, let's play another game. That one doesn't count. I've never seen such an incredible concession as, like, target player discards 2 cards. Psych! I wanted to discard 2 cards. Yeah, I mean, I have draw, a counterspell, more draw, removal, looks good. I wonder if you are supposed to counter a card draw in this format. Usually you say, no, just counter the good spells they draw. But, like, every spell is good, right? Maybe you do counter it. I don't think so. Players play a lot of bad cards. You can go ahead and do this if you want. Go ahead and impulse as well. $15. Cool. Oh, these are awful. Get this shit out of here. Uh-huh. I will target this, lose a card, or draw a card. If they respond with shock, it's kind of funny. I'll investigate. Well, hang on. I want to use this ability and this ability this turn, but I suppose I may as well Revelation first. Windfall. Okay, that's actually pretty good. It's like a, you know, a filtering effect that also gives you treasures, which can matter for stuff like this alchemy, right? They can now actually activate this for 7. Let's discard... Oh, wow. These are all quite good. Professor's Warning. Terrible. And let's duress them. See if they're going to counter this, and then we get them with the good one. Nope. Gutter Grime. What the hell? Okay, target player discards 2. That's kind of annoying. I could just dump my hand, I guess. But I can't necessarily. They don't have a kill spell. This card, I guess, is a... Yeah, this is... if I discard something, they can just pick it back up and do more. So I guess we get rid of that. And then also get rid of something else. Teach by example. It's a copy of their best card. Whatever card they actually want. Let's investigate. Play this as well. Crack the clue. I assume it's going to hold up green for me. I don't need the blue. Yes. Okay. Nice. Good mill. Yeah, I mean, I think a dang old dinosaur is the way to go, right? Just run out a bunch of creatures. They don't have, like, kill all creatures. They do have make me discard 2, so I want to be a little careful, I guess. I don't really care to counter that, so maybe I just keep 2 bad spells in hand, these 2. They really don't have a kill spell, right? They have discard 3? Kind of rude. Yeah, I'll run out the whale. And maybe just use my counterspell to stop the discard 2. And I'll discard this to the discard 1. Which means I could run out the dinosaur. Hang on to all of this. Great. Have fun. Fine. You know, if they actually don't have any creatures, I can just get rid of this and like one of my dinosaur or something. Yeah, that goes off. I'll discard 2. That's fine. I want my counterspell, again, for a real card. A serious problem, not just a nuisance. That's fine. What is this? Put creature cards on top, targeting just Circuit Mender, and then draw a card. Okay, if you insist, that's fine. That's fine. This is annoying. Because they're going to get to dig up something cool. But I think I want to use it for... Oh. No, I can't do this. This isn't discarding as a cost. It's as part of the resolution. So I can't get them to discard 2 and then counter the draw 3. Oh, well. Like, if this card is good enough to counter, I can counter it. I don't have to counter the impulse itself. Cool. Let's do this first. Ooh, should have tapped manually, I guess. Worked out. The 2/4 doesn't do anything on attacks, so let's just do this now. I guess I'll scry. Awful. Might be okay, but probably just awful. I guess duress again while we can. You want to kill my whale? You want to kill my 5/4? I'd sort of rather you didn't, I think. They're going to sack some creatures to draw, maybe? But then I get them for 1 trillion, right? Oh! I guess they do get a lot of oozes, huh? They might be onto something here. Okay, duress. Maybe your upkeep, draw a card. Okay, that's probably bad. Do they want to cast Thrilling Discovery? This looks bad. This is bad. I think they do want Thrilling Discovery. I mean, it's that or this, which I don't think they want. Yeah. I don't really want to trade this for 2 2/2s. Because it's about to draw me a card. But, I mean, getting these off the board before they get too big is something, right? Makes these 2/2s much better. Yeah. No, I'll take the card. They're not even going to sack a... They're not going to chump a 2/2? Are you kidding? That's crazy. For 8 damage, you want to keep this. You think it's about to get huge. Okay. These both don't do anything at the moment. This mutates, I guess. What happens if you mutate onto a token? Probably just works. Mutates are like super... I don't know. Okay, that's the thing that puts a counter on all the time. They don't have an artifact. Yeah, what does mutate say? Target non-human creature. Not like creature card or anything like that. Okay. So it's a 4/4. get those 2 cards. There we go, Sir Conrad. And then combat. Another creature. Doesn't care if it's a 2/2 token. I mean, I wish my stuff had trample, but these do. But currently my other stuff does not. Okay, they're gonna try to make these really big. Maybe no, I don't trade the 5/4, right? It's just gotten even worse to do that. Yeah, you can double block and turn these into 5/5s if you want. Has anything died this turn? I don't think so, right? But now it has. That's the weirdest chump in the world. Okay, I accept. You weren't willing to do it last turn, and at that time I thought you were crazy not to do it, but now I think you're crazy to do it. Huh. Well. Oh, geez. Okay. I want to cast it for 0 and make it huge. Like, they could have double blocked and killed this and gotten all their tokens to be huge. That's why I think the single chump was bad this time. I mean, this deck, like, almost did something. They had this Gutter Grime was way cooler than it looked like it would be when it was in their hand. And they had some draw and some cool stuff. Like, Tutor... This is just like Demonic Tutor. What did they tutor for? I don't remember. I never found out, I guess. Did they even cast this? They must have. I don't know. Well, I guess I'm done with Omniscience Draft. It was a fun little silly format. Not especially skill testing, but I did win all of them, so maybe it's because I'm very skillful. I only accomplished one of these stupid dailies. Because they're all about creatures. Okay, well, that's life. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.